Imagine there was a place where you can learn everything about life, where the laws of the universe were explained in a simple way, allowing you to experience inner happiness, outer success, and world peace. Discover the Maharishi Tower of Invincibility, the world's first building to unfold the full potential of mankind and give solutions to a world in need. Climb to the top and experience practical knowledge to break the cycle of stress, activate healing from within, magnify your success, remove poverty, dissolve global conflicts, and more. In the magnificent Maharishi Tower, you will enjoy a vision of total knowledge from the unified source of the whole universe within yourself to its ever-expanding diversity of expressions. Explore through entertaining displays and enlightening presentations how this total knowledge of nature's flawless intelligence can be easily and practically applied to create happy, healthy, and successful individuals, bringing fulfillment to every area of life and invincibility to every nation. Here we see the bubble diagram installation that has been designed to give a basic introduction to the fundamental principles of the Transcendental Meditation technique. The installation is made of hollow plexiglass tubes containing illuminated moving water to indicate the waves on the ocean and their similarities to the thought waves of the mind. When the waves on the ocean makes contact with deeper levels of water, it becomes more powerful. And likewise, when the conscious mind expands to embrace deeper levels of thinking, the thought waves also increase in power. The plexiglass waves will sit above a transparent plinth, giving an impression of the depth of the ocean and its likeness to the depth of the mind. The installation illustrates the power of the TM technique and its ability to increase the power of the mind, resulting in added energy, confidence, and intelligence. The installation will appear in the Grand Hall of the Maharishi Tower and give visitors a first taste of the total tower experience. The central exhibit of the administration floor is a 3D unified field chart composed of two inverted plexiglass pyramids. Visitors will learn that the key to organizing problem-free progress, leading to the fulfillment of everyone, lies in one's ability to access the unified field of all possibilities. The left side will explain to visitors how, with regular practice of the TM technique, the mind becomes fully alert and begins to function with maximum creativity and intelligence, enjoying the full support of natural law. The 8 bubbles in the center of the pyramid relate to the quieter levels of thought that the mind experiences as it dives towards the field of the transcendent during the practice of TM. The right side will show how, having gained the full support of natural law, a manager has the power to administer problem-free progress, spontaneously guiding a company in an ever-progressive and evolutionary direction. Brass plates sitting within the plexiglass pyramids will express the ascending stages of ideal administration that emerge from the unified field, giving rise to successful administration in all areas of society. The installation will also explain that the entire galactic universe emerges out of the unified field, and visitors will learn that this unified field of nature's intelligence is the actual constitution of the universe, from which nature's government silently administers the ever-expanding universe in perfect harmony. We are now standing on the 8th floor of the Maharishi Tower of Invincibility. looking at the proposed exhibition for Maharishi's Stapacheveda architecture and city planning. In the center of the room is a three-dimensional display of an ideal Vedic city. Its 4 layers, made of transparent plexiglass, will pulse with light and time of the audio guide system. The top layer is a scale model of a Vastu garden city. The next layer depicts the Vastu planning grid that organizes the city plan. The geometry of this grid is derived from the Vastu mandala below, which represents the blueprint of creation. At floor level, the point value of the unified field will be represented through an animated display. And on the ceiling, visitors will see a large display of the universe and learn how any Vastu structure is intrinsically connected to the entire cosmic structure. The exhibit on the western wall will illustrate the relationship between the movement of the sun and the placement of the rooms in the floor plan of a Maharishi Vastu home. A large screen will show the path of the sun moving through the sky from sunrise to sunset. Tablet screens displaying interior images of rooms within Vastu homes will light up to indicate how the various qualities of the sun's energy corresponds to the placement and function in different rooms. Moving on to the southern wall, visitors will be able to look at beautiful scale models of Maharishi's Vastu portfolio houses, and these models can be updated and replaced as and when necessary. Additional tablet screens displaying fortune-creating house designs and digital books will be situated in the drawers below the models, providing visitors with an opportunity to see the great variety of designs available to buy as planned. An animation on the eastern wall will explain to visitors that a fortune-created home intrinsically resonates with the global structure and the overall cosmic structure, thereby connecting individual life with cosmic life, individual intelligence with cosmic intelligence. And this wall will also contain an illuminated display illustrating the effects on brain physiology when one is facing east. Interactive video screens explaining Maharishi Vastu construction methods, scientific research and principles, client testimonials, and lectures by Maharishi will provide additional information to visitors. The central installation of the defense floor brings to life Maharishi's theory of invincible defense, the Maharishi effect, the practical solution to national invincibility. Starting with the Meissner effect of quantum physics, visitors will see how an incoherent, disorderly electrical conductor is penetrated by an external magnetic field. An orderly superconductor, however, repels an external magnetic field due to the coherent collective functioning of its electrons. Similarly, when a small fraction of the population practices the Maharishi's technologies of consciousness together in a group, their coherent collective functioning acts as a superconductor for the whole society. The result? An invincible national consciousness that disallows any negative influence coming from inside or outside the nation. The installation on the western wall demonstrates how lasting peace and harmony can be realized through the global presence of coherence-creating groups, including peace-creating groups in the military. A map of the world, engraved with concentric rings radiating from gold stars, displays locations from where coherence-creating groups are already practicing Maharishi's technologies of consciousness. And at the center of each star, visitors can look through a 2-centimeter viewing hole to observe images and videos of a coherence-creating group in that location. The combined coherence generated by a sufficient number of groups around the world can fulfill Maharishi's vision of an invincible, affluent world, Utopian Earth for all mankind. How many times have you gazed at the starry night skies and wondered, how big is the universe? How and why did it happen? Who made it happen? There's a reason why we're attracted to the far distant planets and galaxies. And this is because the same laws and dynamics of nature that created and maintained the starry night skies also structure our human physiology. The same laws of nature that govern the universe govern the individual. Simply stated, creation at its basis is unified. And here are just a few examples from our planetarium show that highlight the parallels between our solar system and our human physiology. Let's first look at how the planets in our solar system relate to our human brain. This diagram shows how the planets in the solar system relates to the key parts of our brain. The sun, for example, acts like the thalamus located at the center of our brain. All activity in the solar system revolves around the sun. Similarly, in our brain, all activity is controlled and ordered by the thalamus. Let's take a deeper look on the molecular level. This diagram shows the correlations between the planets in our solar system and the parts of our human cell. The role of sun mirrors the role of nucleus in the cell. The sun in Vedic astrology represents the king, the leader, or organizing power. In the cell, the nucleus is a specialized organelle that serves as the information processing and administrative centers. Let's see what else we can find. We are all familiar with the 12 signs of the zodiac, and these 12 solar constellations are mirrored in our human cells, both in structure and function. The constellation Gemini, as an example, corresponds to the messenger transport system tubules. These one-to-one relationships between the structure and the function of the human physiology and the structures of our solar system are what connect us and attract us to the beautiful starlit night sky. Understanding these critical connections between human intelligence and cosmic intelligence gives us insight on how we can maximize our opportunities in our own life to avert problems, improve our society, balance and harmonize our world, and literally harness the limitless power of nature. It is not outer space that is the final frontier of knowledge. It is the inner space of our own deep level of consciousness that is the final frontier. There is nothing beyond the one grand field of consciousness. This one discovery has now opened the possibility for every human to rise to the level of orderliness that is sustaining the entire universe. So come and enjoy the Maharishi Tower of Invincibility's full planetarium show, where your final realization will be, I am the universe. You are the universe.
Hi, everyone. We really hope you enjoyed watching the Maharshi's Towers video today. My name is Courtney Thomas, and I'm the Executive Director of Utopia and our nonprofit organization, Enlightened Individuals. We have already begun implementing these technologies into our own organization with great success. And so we have decided to join the Maharshi's Towers of World Peace Initiative, coming into alliance with the world government of the Age of Enlightenment, whose sovereignty is in the domain of consciousness and whose authority is in the infinite organizing powers of natural law, to assist in bringing Maharshi's technologies of consciousness to the population for the betterment of all mankind. The entire team is working hard to build the first towers in the world, and we're looking to do it right here in Colorado Springs. But to do this, we need your help. So to donate, go to enlightenedacademy.org to show your support. and thank you for making the world a better place.